Chapter 12, verse 5, Jeremiah. This is an incredible verse here. It describes perfectly what's going on here in YouTube. Think of these agents, other words, the Masons posing as Christians, the occultic groups that are trying to create distortion amongst the truth movement so that people don't really find out the truth of Jesus Christ. They are trying to pull you to the other side. Okay? Think of them as the footmen when I read this. And you already know who the horses are. If thou hast run with the footmen, and they have wearied thee, then how canst thou contend with the horses? And if in the land of peace wherein thou trustest, they wearied thee, then how wilt thou do in the swelling of the Jordan? Do you hear that? The exact same thing is happening right now before these horsemen come. The footmen are out. The deceivers have been sent out, the footmen, and they are wearying many. But yet what we really must contend with is these coming horses. And if the footmen have troubled you while you're still in your land of peace, how are you going to make it? You need to find some courage. You need to find some strength. You need to trust in the Father of all to see you through. That's how you're going to make it. You should, and you should already know this, you should stop listening to people that are preaching all this anger and wrath that's coming from God, and begin to understand and look further and find the God of love and mercy. That's going to be the one that brings you through. So think about that. Let's look at this. Now, we're still further showing you the firm biblical evidence, which is undeniable, unrefutable. There isn't a pastor, rabbi, mason, anybody on the planet that can refute this. And I say that in love, and I say that in confidence. Nobody can refute it. So, you guys easily know what the truth is. You can easily discern between who's trying to lead you wrong, who's trying to show you what's right. As we view chapter 8, Jeremiah, which we've been looking into, which gave us our information about the snorting of the horses of Dan, tied us up to Joel 2, tied us up to Revelation. Look at verse 17. Now they're being described as the cockatrice. For behold, I will send serpents. Now remember, Dan is described as the serpent judge. Dan, as the serpent. In Genesis chapter 49. And we'll show it to you in the series if you haven't seen it yet. So Dan is this serpent. For behold, I will send serpents, cockatrices among you, which will not be charmed, and they shall bite you, saith the Lord. That's the evil, wicked army of Joel 2. This Lord, you've got to wonder, friends. The Lord that is sending them, as you saw in Revelation 9, is Apollyon. It's not the Father. We're going to prove that Dan, being the serpent, now being of the cockatrices, is going to be absolutely related with the devil. Isaiah chapter 59, starting at verse 5. They hatch cockatrice eggs and weave the spider's web. He that eateth of their eggs dieth. And that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. Now the viper is the Antichrist. That which is crushed, about to be capitalism, New York City, commercialism. Okay? So we know who these cockatrices are. They're not no good, friends. I'll be back.